Hey, welcome back to the Profit Builder Unscripted. I'm super excited you're here. And today we're going to be talking about how do you delegate in a way with your team to ensure that they actually produce the results that you want. So let's jump in. Hey, so last week I shared that I have been making this shift in my business where I've asked my team to take on more of a leadership role with me and really drive some different pieces of what happens in my business. And part of what I shared about was the fact that I talk to people about this all the time, and that sometimes making that transition in our businesses is difficult. And so just like this week, I just wanted to talk about like, what did I notice? What have I noticed since I made that request? It's been about a week since I made that request to my team. And what am I noticing about myself? And what am I noticing about them? So first of all, one of the things that I had asked somebody on my team to do was to do this whole section of writing that I didn't want to have to like micromanage it anymore. And I was like, I trust you. We've been, talking about this for a while and training about it for a while. And earlier this week, Dortha sent me, a note saying she was working on something. And I said, hey, why don't you send it to me and I'll look it over and approve it before you publish it. And then about an hour later, I was like, wait a minute. Like, I just told her last week that I was not going to micromanage this process anymore. And part of what I realized too at that moment was, I had said, I want you to handle this, but I also realized that I didn't necessarily give her like a full description of what it is that I wanted to happen. What was my intention? What was my goal, my intended outcome in that particular communication? And it made me realize that one of the things I think can be really helpful when we're asking people to delegate on our team is to be, or when we're delegating to somebody on our team, that we're really clear about, have we given them the complete instructions they need in order to be able to execute in a way that we would like them to. So part of what when I sent her back an email and I said, hold up, like, I just noticed that I took back what I said I wasn't, what I wasn't going to do, but let me add this piece of information for you so that maybe you understand more about what my intended goal and my intended outcome is of this communication. And so I kind of gave her an overview of, hey, our goal is to communicate this information. My intention is to people to hear it from this place, to be able to take some action on it. So I kind of gave her some more information about, if I was sitting down and writing it, what would I first do? I would first be clear about what's the intention of this communication? What do I want it to communicate? How do I want it to land over there? And what's the goal, right? What's the goal? Is there some action that I want people to take? And so I communicated that to her. I sent that to her in an email and I said, you do not need to send it to me for review. I trust you, like just needed to catch myself. And I sent it to her and I just said, but here's a little bit more information. The next day I got this email and it was spot on. Like it was probably better than the email I would have written. And so it was just a great reminder for me. And I just wanted to share this with you is, when we're looking to delegate with our teams and we're looking to have them take on more ownership and leadership, there is the distinction of, I've abdicated and I just lobbed it over there and said, hey, you go handle this. And then there's delegating in a way that we provide them enough information that they understand what the intended outcome is, what the intended goal is, what our intention is and what we want to have accomplished and what's the result we're after. And I think that that's so important because I think a lot of times we forget to communicate about the result. We just communicate about the task. And so it was a great reminder for me about two things. One, when I said it's yours, it's really yours. A. B, to give her enough information. I gave Dorothy enough information that she was able to do a great job and that she understood what the intended outcome or result was. So maybe there's something in that for you as you're looking to, grow your business and grow your team and have people around you take more ownership, that this is just one of those little pieces for us to remember of A, don't take it back, and B, how can we be really clear about what the intended goal and outcome is? All right, I hope you think you found this to be helpful for you today, and I look forward to seeing you next time on the Profit Builder Unscripted.